your dice, and escaping the trials that the real world brings us. I'm here to make you feel things through imaginary characters and math rocks. All joking aside, this is first and foremost a safe place. Here we will all bear some part of our souls for the others to see, so things may get raw from time to time. What matters is that we all know and are willing to pump the brakes when the situation calls for it, though hopefully it isn't necessary. This tale we're about to tell mainly dances along the lines of grim dark and the hero's journey. Adversaries may not be exactly as they seem, but not everything needs to end in a fight if you are resourceful. The world I bring you is cruel, but in the end, I care about the person on the other side of the screen more than the 20s and the ones on the screen. I'm not a perfect DM, such a thing does not exist, believe me, I checked. I will make mistakes as surely as you will. If something doesn't seem right, we take a moment and see how we can fix that wrong. I love you guys, you're motherfuckers, and let's play some Dungeons and Dragons.
So true, bestie.
Alright. So, it has been a minute since we've been on scene. Does anyone remember what has happened?
Let's see. The last entry I have is from November 13th. Is that right? Or did we have another one
That sounds
since
right.
then? Okay. So, we are in Cleo's mansion.
Yes.
Flair goes to visit Yelsey, who is still in her grief chamber of web. And so she and Flair fight to work out some frustration. And then Yelsey adopts Flair. Yelsey also adopts Cog and drags Cog and Flair to the bath and cleans them, because that's what a mother hen does. Let's see. Yelsey also tells us the secret that she's not human and makes a steak. Let's see. Flair grabs Doug to be a dick, so that was fun. Let's see. Yelsey measures everybody's wrists with her hand and cuts her hair into lengths to walk away. And walks away. I think she's going to make bracelets out of them. We go to checking in on Sophia. Sophia has a prototype ready. It is magnificent. Everything fits together much more closely than it would if it had been forged normally. And there's like a filigree pattern and it's all fancy and stuff. And so, let's see. We decide to try and test it. Let's see. Oh, Sophia tried to make Rusa's breakfast scones, which was very sweet. Gave one to Yelsey. So we're looking for a skeleton to try this prosthetic on, and we show Cleo the prosthetic, and no need for a skeleton. She just puts it on her body. She's like, "Yeah, I'll test it." What's that?
We are gonna be right. The fine motor skills are not, due to the grafting. The fine motor skills are not there. That would have to be something that is achieved through surgery.
Okay. But she can do some basic stuff with it and get a feel for it. She promises to send improvement notes to Sophia and Cog. Mistral brought a dead deer as a present for Doug, and figured out how to make an origami vulture. Doug and Mistral's link has strengthened persona-wise. And that was it. That's all I have.
Okay. Then there was a couple RP things happening. The most recent of today, which can probably be where we start off today because we are down a ranger.
Yeah.
All of you guys hear a bit of jaunty piano music coming from the garden. In the morning.
Right.
Before or after breakfast?
After.
Yeah. Trying to figure out how to link that music, but I don't think we can do Spotify. That's okay.
Doug glowers from the window. Oh, it's at the library.
Um.
It's difficult to tell if that's his normal face or not.
It's his normal face.
It's like almost ragtime music, just so you guys know.
Gotcha.
Well, he's definitely annoyed.
Oh no!
Fucking racket and trying to work here.
Oh, dear. Does anybody care to investigate?
Yeah.
Upon investigation, Sophia
Mm-hmm.
and not Doug.
Mhm.
Listen, Doug knows he's a hater. He's not gonna interrupt.
You find in the garden area there is an extra dimensional door that has been left open that leads to a very sleek lounge area. Cog is perched up on the couch with some tea, and Flair is at the piano with a mimosa
Mhm.
as he looks up, sees you, sort of smiles. Well, hello. Hope we
Oh.
have not disturbed.
No, I was just finishing up breakfast, and she sort of like wiped some crumbs off of the front of her apron.
We
Making
were having
scones
a.
again?
What'd you say, Mike?
Making scones again.
She laughs a little bit. No, just I believe they made some pancakes.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they taste lovely. Cog, you were saying something?
Yes. Welcome to a party, I suppose. We are day drinking a bit, but you know.
She raises an eyebrow a little bit because it's very early in the morning.
Morning drinking. Would you like some tea?
Or mimosa.
Or a mimosa?
I've never had a mimosa. What is it?
It's champagne and citrus drink.
Flair, would you happen to have absinthe?
I don't know if we're drinking that heavily.
No. Just out of curiosity.
Oh, he gestures to his the bar area of the lounge. I have pretty much every liquor you could imagine, my dear friend.
Yes, you're probably right. Oh, hold on just a second. Danny just got home.
Mm-hmm.
So Flair gets up. You're not allergic to champagne or anything, are you, now?
I don't believe so, but I don't know. What's champagne?
Champagne is a liqueur
A region in France.
up north from Rosenren. As I figure out how to spell champagne, it's just a sparkling wine, so it's a little bubbly. It could be sweet or dry, just depending on the type of harvest that they have and your personal preference. I have both. So, I mean, I'll just make you what I have. It's a bit on the sweeter side. Just help us wake up in the morning. Not sure I'd give this to Yelsi. But, and he just goes about mixing it in a sort of svelte little wine glass,
Mm-hmm.
and passes you the mimosa.
Sophia will drink the mimosa. Oh, how interesting. It's like tingling.
Mm-hmm. That's the sparkling wine bit. But it doesn't quite get you drunk. Typically you'll have these with later breakfasts or early dinner or early lunches, or the fascinating airline custom of brunch that one of my old companions introduced me to a couple years ago, where you combine both meals and mimosas are shared by most.
She continues to sip. Hmm.
So, we'll be leaving within a day or so. Is there anything you are thinking about finishing up, or
Um,
any questions you have about Calistan?
I've never been there, so any information you really have about it would be wonderful.
Well, believe it or not, it's probably one of the older cities that we have on the continent, other than Undermountain and Erelon. Uh, it is also Calistan is also technically the only city of Talcalain. Um, most of Talcalain being a desert. Though that is not to say that it is the only civilization out there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, as you know, Mistress people, uh, Mistral's people, not Mistra. Mistral's people roam certain parts of it and the coastline as well, but uh, a lot of the center of the place is occupied by these nasty little buggers called the Zersai. They are a very ancient experiment of the magical fuck that ruled the entire continent. He liked to experiment on the fauna of the time, and a Zersai is the unfortunate combination of a bullet, a sand shark, and a giant insect.
Ah,
Um, they mostly are kept to the center valley, but have been known to encroach upon the dunes of Darude. And if we find one of them, depending on its size and its breed, we either can fight it or we can run for our lives. Always great fun finding out which one. But for the city itself, it is I think it is the closest you'll find to just a proper city that is. You are from Valruben, no?
Yes.
So it's on a scale of the entirety of Valruben. If I, no, they've been doing some expanding. It's a very grand city filled of mostly sandstone buildings. Everyone, there's a very large mercantile district, a very large pleasure district. Um, there's practically no poverty over there, but I mean, that's mostly because of the work of the Sultana and not really anyone else. She's surrounded by a bunch of greedy fucks.
Hmm.
If you've been to the ports of Mythorn, I assure you they are nothing like Calistan's ports. There's an open air market that I think you'll find very charming. The only thing that they really are lacking is the pure industrial quality capabilities of a place like Mythorn, let alone Valruben. But what they lack in pure industry, they more than make up with in trade. If you are looking for jewelry or any sort of exotic import or outport, Calistan probably has it.
I went to the office.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if my mother has done trade with them before.
Odds are they have. Though I'm not sure you'll see many Valruben artisans selling their wares there, mostly because the land routes, well, Valruben's quite landlocked, and Calistan is a port city.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't see some craftsmanship from Valruben in amidst the works. They do receive ships from pretty much every other country as well, including the one Erelon, which is, well, Erelon and Sukrisha, which are Valruben's main trading partners. So there's gonna be some crossover there.
Is anybody playing the piano right now?
No.
Okay. Then Cognition will scoot over there and play something quiet.
Player nods appreciatively at him as he is sort of leaning against the counter. So I actually don't spend much time in Undermountain. What could you tell me about Valruben?
Well, it's very wonderful, in my opinion, at the very least. They're welcoming as long as you are very strict in following the rules. But that doesn't mean there isn't leeway for if you know where to look for it.
Mm-hmm.
There's many different He thinks for a second. Layers to the city would be a way to put it. Lots of craftsmen, a very, very large dwarven population.
I'd imagine.
I've heard they're quite talented craftsmen. Is that true?
They have very many talented craftsmen among their numbers, yes. One would be lucky to learn from them.
I'll definitely have to look into that. Especially if I need some metalworking done, I believe. I wonder if Yelsie's ever been to Calistan. I don't think so. She's more seems like she's stumbled out of the woods somewhere here in Secretia. Or perhaps from the Verdant Dream.
That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure where she's from.
Me either. It seems like it would be a difficult story to retrieve from her. She's not one for many words.
And forgive my saying, Doug seems to be the antithesis of fun, so I doubt he's ever been to Calistan.
And you say,
So,
what entertainment is there?
oh, there's an entire district dedicated to pleasure. There's, well, your standard pleasure circles. There are clubs. There's, a variety of things that you'd find at what are those, human things? A, a, a state fair.
Ain't
Um,
fair.
like small games where you win trinkets.
Oh, that's charming.
Mm-hmm. Um, there's pretty much if there is fun to be had from it, it's probably done in Calistan,
See.
in Calistan's pleasure district. Culture is not uh, in short supply over there, so we'll at least be entertained while we're there.
We're glad to hear that.
See. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties here.
You're good.
No, it's the pedal on the right for the mage lights cog, dear.
Yes, here we are. He presses a pedal experimentally, and the lights explode. They're far too intense for the song that he's playing.
Just a tap, just a tap.
Right. There we go.
There you go. But we're not there for just pleasure. I mean, we are going there to investigate some happenstances. So I think I am going to depart real quick and gather the rest of our party, see if we can make a plan. Before we go, we'll probably spend a day or two gathering information in Calistan before we depart for the ward site. So I'll be right back.
Right.
He goes and retrieves all of the other three. Though, well, when the door opens back up, it's just I think it's just Yelsey leading him in, and he has Mistral and Doug sort of follow him in.
Nice.
You are correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Cognition's
Alright.
still playing.
Oh.
He really missed having a piano around.
Oh.
Right,
Interesting
well,
use of a pocket dimension.
isn't it? One can never have a shortage of frivolity with a lounge in the confines of a bracelet. But we're not just here for pleasure, also here
Pity.
for a plan. And for that, I'd like, to impose upon what you've been researching, Doug.
Um.
What have you found out?
Not. It's a bit of a spiraling mini arms direction. I've been researching the what are the Dreadlords?
Mm,
Not too much is done on that. Some of the frontiers and the death cults within.
okay.
Little disease here and there. Trying to identify the crystalline structures and what have you, but can't say it's something I've ever directly encountered. So I'm not entirely sure of the source. I've also been working with Kane on distributing research that obviously I'm not going to be able to do on the road, and so she will have quite the laundry list of avenues to explore in my stead.
Oh, I'm sure she's thrilled about that. Claire looks to Mistral, who seems to just sort of be meditating and just sort of speaking softly to the wind. And it's just like, well, I think he's just going to be a wallflower today. Right. So, as has been discussed before, I will be the one responsible for getting you all to Calistan and navigating the city, as well as responsible for delivering you to the ward site. I will be doing my best to protect you from any extraneous threats, but I have been distinctly told this is not a hand-holding mission, and that you have plenty of power in your own rights. So, unless you desperately need me, which I will leave up to your jurisdiction. He looks at each of you.
You definitely walked in with Yelsey like holding his hand. And
Oh.
so he says the hand holding thing, and Yelsey just like directly stares at their joined hand.
Oh.
Not literally hand holding. You can hold my hand whenever you want, Yelsey, but and he thinks for a moment. I'm very good at fighting, Yelsey, and I want to, and you know that's what I know best. So I want to see how well you fight, and I need to watch you fight to learn, from you.
Yelsey's eyes like at first she's kind of like still like the blank stare at their hand, and then her eyes start to sparkle, and then she just kind of like, yeah, okay, Yelsey does it.
Aw.
When we get to the ward site, uh, I believe Cleo's instructions were that you were to lend your assistance however you could. And upon successful completion of whatever test that they have, uh, a reward would be given out, uh, in combination, as a combination of Cleo's own coffers and the ones that have requested the help. I myself will be attending to, general security while you're doing whatever task you are. But should anything extra judiciously dangerous occur, I welcome you to let me tag along. But again, I'll mostly be watching and making sure that your group is ready for things such as the frontier, just as a think of it as a secondary litmus test, if you will.
I see.
As I am one of the frontier heads, so having me watch you is definitely key if you are eager to get boots on the frontier.
When Flair says it's a test, Cognition gets really excited.
Oh my
Oh,
god, this nerd.
yeah, it's a fucking cute nerd.
Yeah.
If it so happens that there is no miasmic encroachment or deterrent in the atmosphere of the warding area, I will likely be going into the actual area to see if I can either find survivors or see where these stars have gone. It'll likely be after whatever you guys accomplish, so you are welcome to join me, or you can head on to Pyrrhus, and I will catch up with you.
Well, if you're looking for survivors, I should be interested to tag along.
I need to tag along to look for samples. It's hard to understand things through only witness accounts.
Fair enough. As I said, you are welcome to tag along.
Yelsey, you need to make sure I don't get killed, I assume.
Yelsey nods very firmly.
And I say go on to Pierce, but it's really you can choose which site to go to next. Pierce is simply the next closest site.
Right. Well, it seems like that would be convenient, but perhaps we'll find something before then that'll change our minds.
Right then. So unless there's any sort of real pressing matters, we'll consider this our last sort of R&R day, and then
Hmm.
early tomorrow morning we will be teleporting to Calistan. There's a bit of a time differential there, so we'll be arriving around the evening time. So you'll get a look at Calistan's nightlife. Rather early in the morning.
I see. That sounds good to me. Perhaps we should enjoy the rest of our day, no?
You should. Yelsi,
Yes.
how comfy are you in big cities?
Yossi, who has not been in a big city.
Hmm.
Yossi just like tilts her head and she's like, why would Yossi not be comfortable?
Well, I just assumed from your general bearing that maybe your knowledge, your extensive knowledge, of which I'm so blessed to learn from, may not extend to big cities.
Yossi frowns, puffs her cheeks. Well, they can learn from Yossi and Yossi can learn from them.
I'm very excited to show you the markets of Calistan. You'll see there's a lot of fancy clothes that you can find there.
Are you going to play dress up with Yossi?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I love this.
And there is an extensive library over in Calistan as well.
Oh.
Doctors.
Cognition looks over at Doug. He's all excited, like, group project, you know?
Mm-hmm. I should have interesting expertise there. It's a bit of different methodology. I've never been to Calstan personally, but obviously I've studied their methods where I can. They may have knowledge we don't have, and it would be worth gaining access to any knowledge repositories there.
Oh, absolutely.
Perhaps a university or something.
I don't know if they have
what
Go ahead.
Do we need any special arrangements to be able to access these texts?
You shouldn't unless you're
Right.
creeping where you're creeping in an obviously listed forbidden area.
That's not the
All the good
plan.
information is in the forbidden areas, though.
Well, I wasn't
Especially
going to say it,
for
but
curses.
yes.
It all really depends on what you have. I have a general access permit, but should it be required, I'm sure I can rub some silver and get you what you need if what you need is beyond a general access permit. Just don't go helping yourself
No, of course not.
before imploring that or exploring too much. The security system in Calistan's Grand Library is intense. Let's say.
Intense.
I don't think that will be an issue, but good to know.
You've piqued my interest. What sort of intense are we talking about?
The intensity that you'd probably rather not discover the hard way. I'll point it out to you when we get there.
I'll ask about, should we come to needing to find out about it the hard way, but until then, consider us on best behavior.
Excellent. And then... Sophia, do you have any questions? You've been awful quiet. That mimosa hasn't gone to your head, has it?
No, it would
Okay.
take much more than that to affect me. I come from hardy stock.
Glad to know it.
No, I'm just
Speaking
interested to see what we'll find when we get there and what we can learn. I'm just eager to help.
That is very good. Another more personal note. Try to refrain from any sticky-fingered antics while we're within the city limits. The
So
guard.
it's true. It's true then? I've heard rumors that, limbs get cut off if one were to steal and be caught.
Depending on the degree of the theft.
See.
I'd like to think that civilization has evolved beyond such gauche methods, but Calistan's guards are quite zealous with...
You can think of it as a very painful fine, as one would have to pay someone to reattach the arm.
Yes, and they don't quite have the availability of doctors as Secretia does. But, anyways, go ahead.
Oh, I was simply going to say, well, if we're about concluded with this, I have a book to move to a wizard tower, so...
Of course.
If you don't mind.
Well, by all means, thank you for joining us.
He nods.
You don't fancy a drink before you leave?
No, I would like to keep my wits about me, thank you. And then he leaves.
and then you turn around and Yelsi is definitely drinking something.
Oh dear, what are you drinking?
Yelsi,
Oh.
where did you find
Yelsi?
that bottle?
Yelsi, halfway done with the bottle, it's just like, it tastes like juice.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
what?
It tastes like juice, she said.
Oh.
Is it juice? I hope it's juice.
Roll a d20.
Oh dear.
Do I get advantage because I'm resistant to poison?
This is just to find out what it is.
Oh, okay, I got you.
She has a very high tolerance, but...
Oh, I'm sorry, you said just
You know
like
what?
a regular roll d20, right?
Yep. Okay. I think you just found the rest of the decanter of mimosa. It's fine. Oh, that wouldn't get a poison-resistant creature drunk.
Okay.
Oh, well,
It's the funny juice. Makes her feel silly.
Yeah,
Goofy juice.
yeah.
it's a bit bubbly.
Yeah, it's very funny. Yelsi is probably more interested in the funny sensation more than anything.
Fair enough.
Blair seems a bit intrigued and impressed.
Continues to guzzle drink.
Doug sees y'all day drinking and is just like, fucking bye, I'm out. This ain't my speed.
I'm not in college anymore.
He's not. He went to college too long to do this again.
Oh, it will be very interesting to see what you make of the Pleasure District DLC. You are very
Just gonna
interesting.
fuck.
Oh dear. Anyways, but yeah, Flair pretty much adjourns the meeting. You guys can go about your days.
Yeah.
Or you can stay there and listen to swapping pianists. But I think by about lunchtime, the lounge's power is beginning to wane. So
Probably. Question: will anybody dance with Cog if he invites them to?
Yes.
Oh, that's super cute.
Hell yeah!
Yossi is gone though, so
Oh.
Yossi.
Oh, okay.
As soon as it was you can go, Yossi was like takes
Okay,
the
bye.
decanter and then runs off.
Oh,
What
she
the
took the whole
Yo,
thing.
you should like double fist like 2 bottles and run.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
What the fuck? You can summon a whole fucking tower?
Yeah, so Mike gave me this spell a while ago.
Ooh.
And I just
Whoa.
never used it.
This is a 3rd level spell?
Yes. I mean, I feel like I assumed they used it in like off-screen time, but we've also been in this house for quite a while, and I couldn't use it in a dungeon.
Yeah, that's fair.
True.
He uses it to run away from Yossi.
Yeah, it locks
Wait.
Yeltsy out.
Where is this tower erected? Like, just in the
Somewhere in an
garden?
open space in the courtyard. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's just like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, so he wasn't kidding about the wizard's tower. Huh. I thought I'd heard him make his first joke.
I've seen bigger.
Whoa.
But everyone has to start somewhere, I suppose.
You do know it's not the size that matters.
Oh my god.
I mean, have you
The
seen
contents.
many wizards stop
Sorry.
at a simple 2-story tower?
No.
I mean, gestures to the entire mansion that Cleo has.
You make a fair argument.
I'm sure he'll find a bigger tower eventually and then move all of his things into that one as well. I mean, one day, given enough time, he'll be able to make his own magical mansion.
Curious as to how he's furnished it. Do you think he would mind if I...
He's
Look
he's-
at r/male living space.
Okay, let's see.
no.
Let's see. Perfect.
It's the
There's a mattress, and the rest is... All the furniture is
Completely
books.
utilitarian mattress does not have a frame.
Or a sheet.
there's
It does
probably
have
has
a
a sheet.
sheet.
he's got the CRT with the PlayStation 4 hooked up onto it with Bloodborne.
Mhm.
The
Just on cinder
CRT
blocks.
is on a chair.
Oh, even better.
You know, it's probably Yossi came in at one time and was like making scrunch faces at him the whole time. And just like, "You live like this?"
Yeah.
Needs more web.
It's there's more care in the study space than the living and taking care of yourself space, but
That
everything you
makes
need
sense.
is there.
Oh man. When Cognition sees it, he's gonna want to redecorate, but Doug probably won't stand for that.
Yeah, get your own wizard tower, funny man.
I think Claire is going to visit ELC later that day.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay.
visit what?
So I hear you are a butcher's daughter?
Yelsie is in her hammock on the ceiling, but
Mhm.
looks down at him with her head hanging over the side, upside down. It's just like, yup,
Do you have a
that's
place to
Yelsie.
store things like meat?
Yelsie is just like, yes, Yelsie has. Yelsie has. And she ducks back into her hammock and very excitedly reaches her hand out, and then her face shows up, and it's the haversack that Cleo
Mm,
gave.
okay. And he sort of like, is that refrigerated or can you also smoke things in there?
I believe it is refrigerated, right?
It is refrigerated,
Yeah.
but
Awesome.
it is not a place you can actively cure meat.
Yeah. Yelsie's just like eyes slowly widen. It's just like, what? If Yelsey could do that, that'd make everything so much easier. Thinking about all the times when they set up camp and she has to cure meat.
Oh,
Well,
She's got this very big pondering look.
adorable.
well, I have a friend. He was here a couple days ago, but I think you were a bit busy being upset to really talk to him. But before he left, I did make mention that I could use a smaller room in, and he, as he's doing this, he's like going through his many bracelets, and he finds a particularly small one, and clicks it open. So he goes into small instructor mode. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna throw this against a flat surface, and it's going to open a small door, and inside this space is going to be a place where you can place your meat to cure.
Yelsey straight up drops from the hammock, ceiling to the ground to observe.
Oh dear. Uh, when you open it, it's probably like uh this extra dimensional space is like the size of like a meat locker,
Mm-hmm.
but inside is just like completely like dry with like places to put like chips and stuff to cure meat.
Yelsey's eyes are sparkling. She's looking around everywhere. And then she very abruptly turns on her heels and puts both of her hands on his shoulders.
Oh, you are.
Claire, you did so good!
Oh, thank
And she
you.
like kind of gives him a shake as she grins at him.
Oh,
Apparently the pizza guy's here. I'll be right back.
okay.
Yay!
That's adorable.
He
Hey, does the tower have a door? Doug?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Cognition's very tempted to knock on it.
Do it!
Hmm.
triple dog dare you.
Yeah. He is the type of person who would want to come with some sort of like. What if he brought a housewarming gift? That would be so funny. Okay.
That's so cog.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking, like, that's so good.
Yeah, he's gonna actually go out in the garden and cut some flowers. Yeah, and make a little arrangement.
Oh my god.
And he's also going to bring Oh, hi, Toast.
Oh
Did you hear her?
yeah.
Goodness.
Okay, she's very loud.
Oh, baby.
I loved that.
They love you, Toast. He also is going to bring a couple of like anatomy books, which Doug may or may not have read already.
Yeah.
He's gonna rap on the door.
Doug, floor opposite. Oh, Cog?
I brought this for you. He hands over the flowers.
Oh, thank you. He like looks around. I think the first floor is the study, and the second floor is probably the bedroom. Just like,
Okay.
I don't really have a vase. I'll figure out somewhere to put this. I'm sure there's somewhere.
Right. I could ask Flair for a bottle or something. I was wondering if you'd like to perhaps study together. Perhaps we could, two heads better than one. You know how it is.
Yes, that would be very fortuitous. I am taking some materials with me, along with various ones I've managed to accumulate. Oh, come in, and he directs you into once again the study, which is there's a lot of shelves. There's actually not that many books on them, mostly because since he's got this, he's just been traveling.
Okay.
Bit embarrassing that I don't have that much on here. I could, I suppose, fill a shelf with the notebooks I filled.
Ooh, not at all. It's very utilitarian.
Yes, it's a work in progress of sorts, and unfortunately, as I've been reminded by companions in the past, spaces for myself have never given the first consideration. So
That
is what
does
it
not
is.
surprise me one bit. I understand. Do you hope to fill these shelves eventually?
Of course, it's a wizard's dream. Although, if I were not traveling, I'd quite love to have a bigger tower here. Something about when you dabble in the magic arts, you start thinking very vertically.
Ah, how interesting. I'll have to ask Miss Cleo about that. What's up?
I was about to say, I fucking love two awkward nerds together.
two autisms bumping up against each other.
Two autisms.
Incredible.
What is there anything you're specifically looking to study? I mean, me personally, I'm fairly focused on the task at hand, but I mean, there's always time to dabble in other things.
Certainly. And of course, I've been wondering about the task at hand. Specifically, I've been thinking about those poor souls that we left behind, and what could possibly be done to help the condition that they seem to have. If there's anything at all to be done. I've got some sketches. He pulls out his notebook and shows you some very confused drawings of like, where are these crystals coming from? They're blocking this artery. Like, what the hell are they doing here?
Yeah. The structures of the crystals match with my memory. I used to deal with a lot of curses. The ones that are a bit too stubborn for a simple Bitso curse, or
Ah,
bestow curse. Not bestow curse. God, remove curse. I have no spells.
have you been sleeping?
Here and there.
Uh-huh. I have some tinctures if you... I mean, I have trouble sleeping. If you wanted me to make you a tincture for sleep, I could do that.
Sleep will occur when sleep occurs, or Yelsey will smother me, whichever comes first.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Yelsey definitely would have smothered you to sleep if you resisted too much.
But the offer is actually quite appreciated. Please don't mind. It's bad study habits have perhaps never left me. That's how one survives a medical degree and a wizarding degree and any extras that come with that. So
Suppose you're right. I for one have difficulty studying at all if I don't soothe my nerves in some way. So I found it necessary to be able to relax. But to each his own.
I find the act of studying soothes my nerves personally, but again, to each their own. Doug,
Yes.
I'm built fucking different.
Oh God.
Douglas, I'm built different, worm.
I'm built different and it's not good.
Well, while I find study certainly illuminating, it's a level of excitement rather than relaxation, if you understand.
Oh, certainly.
He's kind of looking around awkwardly at this study, like, is it bare?
Yeah, it's pretty bare. It's literally, it's because the tower's conjured from Doug's imagination. It's exactly what he needs.
And nothing more.
Would you say
Table,
it's a
big.
bear?
Chalkboard there. Shelves many.
Many shelves.
I heard
Yeah.
you, Gabe.
Thank you.
Sorry, what'd you say, Gabe? I didn't
I
quite.
also
talked
heard
over.
you.
I made a
I
bad
didn't-
pun. It's fine.
I didn't
Oh,
understand.
okay.
Oh, that kind of bear. Gotcha.
No,
Not that
A
kind of
Bear
bear.
Chronicles.
a bear is the name of
Our
Mike's
campaign.
world.
Gotcha.
A bear.
A bear? Where?
Could perhaps imagine a second desk next time I conjure this. There's some complications in deviating too much on the arrangements. It does act as its own pocket dimension once established, but and then he goes into a long ramble on like conjuring magic furniture for
Cognition's
and how
eyes are
how the floors
shining.
work.
His skin is clear. His crops are thriving.
They're of some interest. Don't judge me for making the assumption that you prefer the finer amenities, but
well, you would be
there
right.
is a bathroom
Oh,
for when we're on the road.
wonderful.
I realize that our friend Flair probably will have one as well, but
Likely so.
you
yes.
know, backups, etc. Redundancy.
That's relief. I prefer not to dig a latrine if I can help it.
I have pissed in a river too many times in my life.
Best to have a bathroom available.
Yes.
What else does this tower have? Excuse me.
So the upstairs currently is a bedroom, which we will not be going into. I can make a dining space. The cooking implement is simply a fireplace. There is
Certainly.
various accoutrements in utensils.
I see.
And a bit of a living area. What amount of like couches, armchairs, side table, etc. that one would need.
This spell is wonderful.
Serviceable. Yes, it's Galder's Tower. And
Who's
Galder
Galder?
was a real estate wizard. He made quite a killing off of this spell. Although didn't quite corner the market on tiny huts. Tiny
Hmm.
huts are all the rage, I've heard.
Yes, I've heard the same. It's very limited as to what you can do with them, though.
Hmm. True. Do appreciate a small, efficient space at times, though.
Cognition is still standing there awkwardly with the flowers.
Yeah. Oh, I apologize. He takes the flowers and looks around, and there's like a, it's like a bottle or something. And
There's a
I'm just gonna
spittoon.
stick this in here. He would not spit into a spittoon,
No,
but there
you're right.
is some kind of something. This will have to do for now. My apologies.
Not a problem, not a problem. I just thought it might be nice to housewarming gift. I didn't know if this was new to you, but it's new to
Well, no one's given me a housewarming gift, so I suppose I appreciate that. I'll have to think up of. Oh, I suppose I'll have to set up the bedroom for multiple people again.
I'm sure it's not necessary if you needed your privacy. I understand. That would be very
If Yelsie's
kind.
here, I probably will not be getting much privacy, so
That's
it's
true.
no issue.
She's taken to you.
Yelsie, I took her in of sorts. She protected me from a monster, and then just simply decided to go on the same path as me.
Ah,
She assists me through scrapes, and I assist her through social situations.
that was me laughing. That was not cognition. Don't worry.
Which it has been some relief that she's taken to much of our party. I don't dislike Yelsie, but you've met her. She's a lot.
She is unique, certainly. Do you have any idea of her origins?
She's some sort of arachnid-flavored humanoid. My
that
thought would be
explains the webbing.
Underdark, but she doesn't necessarily carry the features of an Underdark creature usually has. Although there would need more thorough testing, and I'm not entirely sure she would be responsive to me asking or know what I'm talking about. So it's been a lot of observing.
Yes.
Yelsie
I've
is
never seen
Yelsie.
anyone quite like her. Yelsie is Yelsie, indeed.
Yes.
Well, I've brought a couple of books. If you wanted to borrow them ever, I have a small collection in my bag.
If you'd like, you can simply keep them in here while you're with us.
Really?
Yes.
Brightens up.
As someone who carries no less than 5 books at a time, I understand the annoyance of lugging them around. It's not as convenient, but if there's anything you don't need, like, immediately on hand, he gestures to many empty spells. I have the room.
Very generous, and will be excellent for my back.
Oh, yes. Wait, we'll give you your own personal shelf, and any future further shelving can be negotiated.
His heart
How
is
about
so big and warm right now.
And Doug kind of looks at the book and like, oh, I read that one. Oh, that's a good one. He looks at this one author. That author's a quack, but the information is
well, yes.
okay.
It's some of the information's accurate, particularly
Yes.
these charts. He's flipping through. The book.
Yes. Those charts have been used in several papers that are I have perused. Me not remembering where I was going.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I'll put these right on the shelf, shall I?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know where else to go with this.
Yeah, I know.
They're awkward together,
Yeah. We're bonding, maybe. Doug
possibly.
thinks we're bonding.
Cognition hopes that we're bonding.
It's so hard to tell.
Jeff doesn't emote a whole lot.
No, he does not. He has one emote and it's not positive.
It's grumpy.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Constant grumpiness.
What are Yelsi and Sophia doing?
Yossi is in the smokehouse with Flair currently.
Sophia's probably just getting her things ready. Is I don't know how much of the actual the final prosthetic she can work on before they leave, Michael.
We'll say that as far as the prosthetic goes, I mean, melting down the metal will take some time, so that really can't be done at the current moment.
Mm-hmm.
So work on the final product probably have to wait until either you get to Calistan and find a forge, which is from Flair's description unlikely because they don't really have a whole lot of industrial crafters. So it's really when you can find a forge that runs hot enough.
Right.
Might be a bit then. Could
Looks like we gotta
Sophia
go
have
find
a
those
pocket
crafters
forge?
then.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Anything
Does
could be
Sophia-
made a pocket dimension if one is
If you
keen
believe
enough
in
to
yourself.
ask.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. You got a sugar mommy.
Who has a sugar mommy?
We do.
Us.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, has Doug gotten the skeletons yet? That's why he didn't let Cog into the bedroom. There's fucking skeletons up there.
Why? Because you would think that it
I'm
would be
sure-
creepy, or
I think the skeletons are due to arrive later that day.
Okay.
I believe you do have a deer skeleton.
The deer skeleton's up there.
Very good.
He's just got a deer skeleton on the bed. Yeah, he's like, I don't know where I was gonna put it.
Oh dear.
I don't want to damage the bones. On the floor?
Fair enough. You
Preposterous.
kidding? I'll sleep
Yeah.
on the floor.
Exactly.
Jeez.
But back before I was went to go get the pizza, Flair sort of like looking at Yelsi, touching his shoulders, just like, first of all, I did not think you were that tall to be able to touch my shoulders. Did you just like?
It's very there's a lot of reaching, and she is on
She
her
reached
toes.
straight up, tippy toes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I didn't make this, Yelsi. I had Q whip up a very small sort of area for you. It's, I mean, if we see him again, you should ask him about expanding it for yourself.
Yelsi does not look any bit phased and is still looking at Flair with sparkling eyes. Because Yelsi hasn't met this person, but Yelsi has met Flair. And she's what is it? she gets down from her tippy toes and
Mhm.
starts fumbling in her shirt.
Flair's blushing.
Oh,
And she pulls something out and grabs his hand
Okay, here you
and
go. Here's my
pulls
hand.
his sleeve up and starts fumbling with his wrist.
Okay.
And he's got now a very smooth and silky bracelet.
Flair looks down at it and it sort of blinks. That's. Excuse me, I'm a little caught up here. This is very beautiful, Yossi.
You'll see head up, eyes closed, and a little cheeky is just like, yeah, Yossi, very good. And you're Yossi, and Yossi takes care of you.
oh.
If you hold it up to the light, you can see that, like, you can see a little bit through it, and if you pay close enough attention, you can see there's a strand that runs through the center of the bracelet, and it's probably Yelsie's hair.
Oh.
But the rest of it is this translucent, very smooth and silky spider silk.
Flair is astonished and a bit conflicted because typically when people give him jewelry, they want something from him. Or want him, and Flair's like, I don't think this is what that is. I'm very conflicted because it's a very thoughtful gift.
No.
And the last person to give me a thoughtful gift who was not trying to get with me is no longer around in his life.
Oh.
So he's very conflicted, and it is showing on his face. Before he just sort of he just sort of kneels down and just hugs Yossi. This is very kind, thank you. I am without words, and that takes some doing, Yossi. I usually have a retort for everything, but you surprised me.
I think while the very brief moment where he's kind of like going over his confliction, I think Yelsie's just like, wait, does he not like it? And there's a little bit of like a panic slipping into her face until he bends down to hug her, and then Yelsie squirms a little bit and then adjusts so that she can properly hug him back.
Oh.
Because I imagine their heights are still a little difficult to manage.
Once she's just sort of adjusts, he just sort of like clears his throat and thinks about asking something, but doesn't know how to word it. I'll be quite to the point, Yelsey. I don't really receive gifts like this unless someone wants something from me. But
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead. No.
No.
Yelsi kind of like slow blinks and she's just like tilts her head and just like, why would Yelsi need anything from you? Yelsi already has you.
Oh.
He thinks for a moment and is just like, I'm not sure how you mean that.
Huh.
Like, so, is this like, I'm giving you the, no. Are you claiming me in every sense of the word claim?
Does this
Oh.
mean we're dating?
What are
Yelsi's gonna
we?
date everyone. Everyone's gonna be dating Yelsi.
Yep.
And simultaneously adopted by Yelsi at the same time.
Even the gay ones.
Yes, exactly.
Hmm.
Yelsi's just like tilts her head the other direction and is just like, why are you asking this question, is like on her face.
Look, there's people that I meet with, being as long-lived as I am, that want to pursue a romance with me in which they are, they essentially claim a part of me. And I'm unsure as to if that is what you mean when you say you already have me.
Yelsi just kind of slow blinks and it's just like, well, you're Yelsi's people, and Yelsi takes care of your people, and that's. And she starts to mumble a little bit, and it's like, just like that's what family does. But then she kind of like looks back up at him and like squints, and then like takes a half step back, and then like looks down at her shirt and just like hands on the hem of the shirt and just like, do you want to? Like she's about to just like straight up pull it off.
Oh.
She's very question mark. Is this what you wanted?
Oh.
I'm just trying to make clear what we are. I mean, you're very beautiful. It's just maybe later. We will visit this another time.
Can't believe I'm making Flair run away.
Oh my god. This is a first.
Run away from
advances.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, but Yelsi is just like, why are you asking obvious questions? And oh, did you want to do XYZ? Okay.
So Yelsi already knows about that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Listen, Yelsi has 6 hands.
Oh god. Okay.
That means she can hold hands with 6 people minimum.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I am very flattered. I just there's typically a way people go about this, and Yeltsi has a very interesting approach. Is what I will say. I'm not opposed to it. But and he looks around the very small smokehouse. I don't think this is the place I have in mind for that. Also, I don't know if it will last long enough. It is a very small pocket space.
Whoa, I'm getting a lot of messages here. I'm getting a lot of information here in this.
Free message.
Let's take a step out, and he closes up the smokehouse and fits the bracelet onto Yoshi's wrist. I am usually much better at this. I think for now I'm satisfied being Yoshi's people.
Yelsi, for a while she's got this confused look, like I don't understand why this is so confusing, and then she gets this sage-like look on her face, and she pats his arm, and she's like,
"Oh fuck,
it's okay, Yelsi will help."
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Wow, I can't believe Blair's a virgin.
it's
Yeah.
wild.
It's okay.
He has to wait
Yelsi
until he
can
gets
help.
married.
He's an emotional virgin.
What do you mean, Yelsi?
Yelsi will teach you.
Explain.
You need help. It's okay.
I assure you, I don't.
It's okay.
Kelsey has helped
Yossi
so well
won't
with
tell.
Doug.
Yelsi just needs a banana and a payapa, a papaya.
Oh god.
I'm thinking
God.
of Pokemon, fucking payapa.
Hayapa. That is a
Wait.
wild context for that.
Yep, but congratulations on being labeled a virgin.
Yep.
Claire just is so exasperated now.
Blair and
I
Doug
love
in the
this
evening of a
whole
drink is
sequence.
just like, why is she like that? And Doug's just like, I don't fucking know.
Nobody knows.
Yelsi knows everything though,
Yelsi.
so don't worry.
You
She
guys
knows
just
enough for
aren't
everyone.
being straightforward enough with Yelsi.
She is the oldest and the wisest.
Obviously.
Mhm. How old
So
is
look at wisdom
Yelsi?
scores.
EC and Yelsi would get along very well.
Yeah, they would.
There wouldn't be any fucking misunderstanding.
Exactly.
None
They'd have a
whatsoever.
psychic connection.
It'd be yeah. They'd have a whole nother language.
What is Yelsi doing in Pruna?
Hmm.
You'll have to find her.
She's
Yeah, you'll
she's
have to
in a
find
tree.
her.
She's probably in the Feywild or
Okay.
something.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good place for her. She's living in the
Yeah.
ruins of Florian's house.
You know what? That could be a thing. Who
could be a
knows?
thing.
You asked what Yossi was doing in Pruna. Okay, never
Mhm.
mind. I thought you were talking about the other game. But yeah, I think Flair eventually just like after essentially getting the impression that Yelsi now thinks Flair, one of the most flirtatious beings in Cleo's manor, is a
In
virgin.
existence.
Is
Mhm,
just
mhm.
One of the biggest whores in existence.
Yeah, and we love
Yep.
her for it.
is a virgin. I think part of
He's
him
a virgin and he's shy and he doesn't know how to do it, okay? He doesn't know
Right.
how to approach it. He doesn't even know
Yelsi's
how to
gonna
I
help.
ask.
think he's a teen
okay?
boy.
He just needs a little help. It's okay.
I think he just sort of thanks Yossi for the bracelet
This is so good.
and will just sort of stumble away. Not stumble.
No,
Sort of,
yeah,
like,
stumble away. He's just so awestruck about
He's
what
dazed.
happened.
he like walks
He's got psychic
into the
damage.
wall.
Psychic damage, yes.
Uh,
It's super effective.
and we'll just go to the garden and think about how he got himself in this situation.
The Keanu sandwich meme is Flair right now, but with the bracelet. Cognition, meanwhile in the tower has pulled his travel kit of medical tools out to show Doug.
Oh, fascinating! And they're having a very lively discussion about this one, this one, that one. Because Doug's like, I think Doug's actually asking a lot of questions because he doesn't do surgery. He's mostly diagnosis.
That hell yeah.
Mhm.
The one surgery Doug has done, well, let's just say that person didn't wake up alive.
Oh, wait, what? But they woke
Don't
up.
worry about it.
Just not
Don't
alive.
worry about it.
Let's see.
All right.
Well, I guess technically he's probably done like autopsy type stuff, but it's not quite the same.
Not quite. I mean, there's different tools for that, sure.
He's not Dr. House.
Different chemicals.
Or he is Dr. House, I should say.
He's Dr. House.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He's a diagnostician.
Yeah.
I want to stress that this little kit is decorative and extremely fiddly, and like it folds out and stuff. Like it's the fussiest thing ever. And
Yeah.
it's finely
So it's
polished.
just like, are all these ties necessary and the carvings on the? Oh, never mind. what these decorative bits do? What the? All these pockets. But he look. I think it's like he looks at a pocket and is like, "Oh, there's something in here." Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's this tool.
Those are
This
for
seems to do the.
stitches.
Okay,
This is
and
my
is this
needle
also
collection.
for stitches?
No,
Ooh.
that's just for decoration.
I see. You seem to have a needle for every situation.
Yes.
It's good. I tend to run out of jars on the road and vials. You never have enough, but when you're in the podunk areas, you kind of have to make do. I've committed many what I would consider a crime with a jam jar.
He laughs really hard with that, and he notes mentally. Doug likes jars. Doug likes sample vials. We'll get those in the future.
Yeah.
He's gonna find you like engraved vials.
Just the fanciest things.
The fanciest
good
things ever.
Tupperware.
The good Tupperware. With freaking gilded stoppers.
Yeah. You have
Anyway.
quite the collection. I'm honestly impressed you're carrying it all on you.
Well,
but I suppose that's a trait of an always prepared. You said you were a
Right.
battlefield surgeon?
Yes. I've been with Kane, in triage sort of situations, and it's always wise to have one's tools, at least some of one's tools, on hand.
Doug
Look at
thinks
this
about
one.
what
He
he could
pulls
get-
out. he like pulls out a little tube and he extends it, and it's one of those like old-fashioned stethoscopes. It's a what do they call it? Monoscope. Yeah.
I have to look that up.
It's basically like a funnel for sound.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I haven't seen one of those in quite a few years.
So I'm quite proud of it. That one was a gift from my father.
Oh, was your father also in the medical profession?
No. He travels extensively and so has access to all sorts of things. He didn't quite know what this was, but he found it among... Well, the merchant told him that it was for medicine, and he believed him.
I mean, I suppose technically could. There's other methods, but
Yes.
a tool still does its purpose. What is your... I was going to ask what your whetstone situation was, but I suppose with Sophia here, keeping your tools sharp would not be an issue.
Likely not. But I do, however, have several. What's the word? Several. This is say the player blinking out. Several types of grit. Several
Mhm.
grades. I don't know.
I think
He's
it's-
got whetstones.
Yeah. I do actually have a small kit of my own.
Yes.
Doug unwraps like it's just like a folded leather kind of series of like pockets sort of thing, and it's
Oh hell yeah.
various scalpels, etc., scissors, things you would need for miscellaneous doing terrible things to bodies as one does when you're a necromancer. This is technically more of a necromancy kit than a surgical kit. There's
I see.
very slight differences.
This speculum is enormous. What is that for?
Let me remember what a speculum is.
I think they're the ones to like spread and hold like flesh apart, basically.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well,
I've never used one that large.
when you have a very large hole, you need to root around it, and it helps.
I suppose that makes sense.
I also tend to get Yelsi to help when I need to deflesh things, as it were. She helped me with the deer the other day.
That. Huh.
Well, she's a butcher.
Yes. She made a steak. Right, you were there, of course.
Yes, I was indeed there. I believe her father was a butcher. My father was he's retired now, a rather famous pharmacist back in I think it was Erelon.
I see. What was he famous for?
Oh,
Was he particularly
I can't-
skilled
I
or
didn't-
good
I
at
didn't-
marketing?
extremely skilled. You know, he made several important discoveries of which Fab did not do the world building for. So,
Oh, that's fair. That's
he did
totally
a lot of
cool.
work with yeah, he did a lot of work with painkillers.
Oh, I see. Well, I should love to learn about his research. My mother runs an apothecary. That's where I first learned to make these tinctures. Similar, not the same, but quite similar.
Fascinating. Is that where you got your start?
Yes. I learned from her to patch up minor cuts and bruises and fell in love with it.
I was bragging about my father, but I mostly was raised by my grandparents. He was quite the busy man. My grandparents were more into the herbalism side of things, which I suppose is where my father got it from. I learned a lot under medicine women and druids doing the rounds as a child. And
Fascinating. I should love to pick your brain.
yes,
Not
it was
literally, of
a lot
course.
of taking care of the the elders in the village type deal, which is
Village.
not glamorous but needs to be done. So
Of course.
then it just went on from there because I mean, you know, the medical field, it's fascinating. It's its own rabbit hole.
Yes, there's always something new to learn.
Mhm.
So I suppose your father's developments helped the elders? Bit of help with palliative care and things?
Yes, that was my original specialty. I got a bit sidetracked doing I keep having to go back to the map to look at names.
Oh, you're fine.
Once I got out of school, I got my a lot of my early work in hospice care and the homes for the elderly.
Of course.
I was able to tap my father's knowledge for a lot of that. Of course, like what he did helped, but most people are in it for the glamour of saving lives. I think I just wanted to make quality of life better in a sense, and
I see. That's admirable.
in some cases it's more difficult than others. I suppose for necromancy, there's always that component of prolonging what may not be I can't fucking talk, but you
You're
may not
good.
be able to prolong.
How did you get into necromancy, may I ask? It's a little bit different from palliative care.
You would be surprised.
Won't I know?
But in Mythorn, I often took care. I also tended to help, because I did regular doctoring as well. My secondary is diagnosis, which became my main focus because money, as one knows.
Understandable.
Many adventurers go through Mythorn. Some of their medical problems are not always easily immediately cured by
Alright.
clerics, and so when you cannot get your symptoms relieved immediately, you come to a doctor to kind of take some of the burden away. Magical ailments are a different beast and not often found in the regular medical textbooks. So I had to get a bit creative with my sourcing. That eventually led me to the conclusion that I would have to go to wizard school to deal with wizard problems. Or, I suppose, take it up with a god and become a cleric, but never been one much for gods, so...
No, I understand.
And that became its own odd specialty in itself. And of course, if you're going to be a wizard in the medical profession, you might as well do necromancy because the credits carry over, so to speak.
I see.
Laughs.
I suppose there are some similarities.
Also, I'd like to say that I am quite good at it and find it quite interesting. There's that too.
Well, that's the best reason of all. I should like to watch you work sometime.
Well, perhaps there will be the opportunity. Seems like
I do have a deer skeleton in my room right now.
Yeah. We will be Cleo will be delivering skeletons to me shortly for the utility of having a bit of extra hands.
From where?
Though they may be a bit clickety-clackety. And so I haven't actually personally animated a skeleton before.
See.
So it will be a bit new. But it might be interesting. I can give you the sort of logic path towards the process. A lot of
absolutely
moving of souls and replacing it with fake souls and puppeteering. He waves his fingers.
That's very good, by the way.
I will say, as you're having this conversation, there's a very professional knock at your wizard tower door.
Oh, hold on, let me get that. He opens the door. Yes, may I help you?
One of Cleo's manservants is there with 3 distinctly marked, macabre-looking boxes. Celebratively macabre.
Like Mardi Gras macabre?
Yeah, he just sort of looks at Doug. These came for you. I'm told by Mistress Cleo that you were expecting them.
Ah, yes, my bones. Thank you, sir.
Of course. He leaves the 3 macabre boxes right in front of the door. And
Macabre boxes, you mean coffins?
Yeah.
no, they're like
Smaller?
funnily decorated like small lock boxes. Like
Okay. That's cool.
Hmm. Oh, these are quite nice boxes. I could make them into makeshift tables if need be.
Or we could
I-
do real tables.
I have never heard a more guy-pilled, and I'm a guy.
This is definitely a bachelor pad.
God.
But yes, you have these 3 well put together celebratorily macabre decorated boxes.
Hmm.
And there is
Alright.
a small note.
Ooh.
Oh, I read that note.
Always a pleasure to see my students taking more involved approach to their work. Keep up the good work, boyo.
Boyo?
Headmaster Silafi.
Oh my god.
Doug laughs. Of course it would be from the school. Where else would you ethically source a skeleton?
Suppose.
Ah.
I've heard some stories. I don't know that they're all ethically sourced, but that's a tale for another
Oh
time.
no, most certainly not, but
Yes.
one can only... I mean, when one signs a skeleton up for a study, it's out of one's hands, particularly since you no longer have a soul.
Correct.
The process must be advanced in some way, and he kind of waves a hand. These bodies are donated to the process of, I would hope, saving the world in some fashion or form, so I'm not going to grow too many wrinkles about it.
Right. Would you like help carrying these in?
Yes, that would be extremely needed.
Yeah, he's gonna help.
Yeah.
They're
They drag the
bonding!
Nerd.
They're bonding!
Finally, Jesus Christ.
I know.
It was tense for a minute there. It might still get tense when they might butt heads for
Oh
like,
yeah.
in some situations. But,
Yeah, and then they'll kiss.
They're too in each other's
No!
lanes. It's bound to happen.
100%.
It does kind of help that Doug doesn't actually do too much of the medical stuff, like, in
Yeah.
battle, if only because Sophia's been the cleric most of the time, so...
That's fair.
I do be healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although sometimes there's, like, someone gets an injury and Doug's, like, hovering.
Also, dude, go ahead and do change your spells.
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
the-
full version.
The 2d4 and 2d8, right?
Yep.
You're...
That's so much. I'm not complaining.
No.
Are the skeletons in boxes packed so they're, like, a regular skeleton, or are they all jumbled?
Each one of them, when you open it, is uniform, actually. And it's whoever packed these made sure there's 216? 200,
Oh, 206, I think. Let me
206?
But those are
but,
the little earbuds and stuff.
but like each of them is anatomically correct, save for there is a small jewel implanted in the forehead of each of them
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
to denote that they are +1.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Aww.
Is
But
it?
otherwise,
spend-
they're packed like a build your own dinosaur skeleton kit.
Nice.
Hell
Oh my
yes.
God.
Hell yes. He is quizzing Cognition on medical knowledge.
Oh,
and
hell
Cognition
yeah.
is getting it right because, of course, he would, but still.
And he's so happy that somebody's quizzing him. This is great.
Mm-hmm. And they're probably going to be doing this for quite
All
some time if anyone
206
else wants
bows.
to get a scene in. Yeah.
But yeah, whenever you want to, you can. Actually, not all of them are skeletons. You do have one cadaver.
Ooh. So 2
Ooh.
skeletons.
2 skeletons
One
and a
zombie.
cadaver. Yeah. As
Oops,
per
this one
your
still has
quest.
the meat on it.
What the fuck? Sorry, I'm looking at the 2024 Prayer of Healing,
What?
which gives them a short rest and 2d8 hit points?
Whoa.
Holy shit.
They really said healing be useful.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel like clerics didn't need that buff, but I'm not complaining.
I like
Especially in a mic
cure
game.
wounds and healing word for sure. I could see them needing that. Prayer of healing though, giving them a short rest as well. That's crazy.
Hmm.
That's a huge buff. Why the fuck would anyone take catnap anymore? I guess if you don't have it in your
True.
spell list.
Because it has cat in it.
That's true.
Doesn't it give you a long rest so you get your spell slots back?
No, catnap gives you a short rest.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes instead of the full hour though.
Okay.
Wait, so Michael, I just want to confirm with you. Is it all of the healing spells that I'm putting up to 2024? Or just cure wounds?
Honestly, any spell you want to bring up to 2024, I'm fine with. Just let me know which ones you do.
What the fuck does Revivify do?
You're double revived now.
No, it's the same thing.
Okay.
1 hit point, an action, 300 GP. Okay.
Boo, I think they should fuck it up more.
Cognition's gonna have a lot of questions about that cadaver and like how it's preserved and stuff.
hmm
I'm sure they have a lengthy conversation.
Yeah. Illuminate some
Um,
like sigils and things.
One thing you can tell about it, Doug, is that it is magically preserved, so it will not decay any further.
Yeah. Yeah. So long as it stays relatively undamaged, which no guarantee, but it should maintain its integrity quite well.
It's a bit upsetting, isn't it? He's looking it right in the eye.
A dead body
it's-
is a dead body.
Well, I suppose it's a bit unnerving. I never worked with one that walked before.
There's a
He's like poking
time
it.
for everything.
I think if Sophia's not busy, they can knock at their door.
Okay.
And Flair's just there. Like, Sophia, do you have a moment?
Oh, yes, I do. How can I help you?
I think I've messed up with Yelsi.
Oh,
Girl, help.
Okay, let's sleep with you.
She seems to believe I am inexperienced in carnal desire.
she like
When
looks at you. Are you?
no, I have been alive 232 years, and I have taken many partners, but I have never met someone like Yelsi. So I think she got the wrong idea. And I don't know how to change. I. She seems to be sold on the fact that I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know how to change that.
Um. Well, what did you say to her?
Well, quite frankly, I said what I said to you. I've never met someone like her, so I didn't know what she wanted out of giving me this. And he shows her the bracelet. And then I gave her the small smokehouse containment room, and then I don't know how it got to that point, but she was like, she's about to like take off her shirt in the smokehouse to like, you know, initiate sex, and I didn't know what to
I
do.
love the like fumbling teenager panic right now.
So good.
Oh, I think you just need to. I mean, first of all, it's just a bracelet. I don't think there's meant like no pun intended. There's no really strings attached.
There,
I don't know if
Typically-
you've met Yelsi, but she's
I have now.
very straightforward when it comes to what she wants. If she
And
didn't
I'm
say
not-
she wanted anything, then it's just a show of affection.
I'm not used to that. People being straightforward. When you are adventuring as long as I have, there's just like so many people that are like so coy that like when you spend enough time around people that like try to dance around the subject, when someone's direct, it's so shell shocking to me.
Ah, well, don't worry. He just wants to show you that you're her family now.
And you see his eyes sort of like darken at that, and it's like that's another thing. I'm cautious of, and I mean, my sister thinks I'm being ridiculous, of course, but there was before
Should be in the medicine box.
when I was first starting out, there was this group of adventurers that were quick to point, akin the entire squad as a family, and then something went wrong, and then I was abandoned. Me and my sister were abandoned by those people, poisoned by the words of someone who was jealous of who I was, and that colored my perspective of people so quick to accept me.
Ah. And were those people like Yelsi?
I've not met anyone like Elsie.
I absolutely understand where your trepidation might come from. But Yelsi is Yelsi. There's no one else really like her that I've met. I don't think you should be comparing her to anyone else for your sake, really. Because you're going to misunderstand her if you try to think of her in terms of someone else.
perhaps, well, not perhaps. I fear you're right, and I think it'll take some time, but I'll try to clear this up with her at some point. But for now, I had to do a swift retreat because I did not know how to talk to her.
I'll let her know that you've had some rough interactions with people before. She knows how that goes.
Thank you, Sophia. You all. Sorry to just spring this on you.
No, it's fine. I'm not busy right now. Just waiting for us to get on our way, really.
Are you worried about Valruben at all?
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't on my mind. But the reports that I've been getting from the communication I've been having with my family it hasn't shown anything too concerning.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. If that does change, I do hope you communicate your desire to go to Valruben. I will. For better or worse, I'll make it happen.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I hope my mother and father are not holding anything back to make me not worry.
They might be, but as long as they're staying okay, that's what really matters, I think.
They're answering the sendings, so that's really all I can ask for right now.
Too true. Too true. Right. That's pretty much all I really wanted to say. Go over. So if there's nothing further, I'll leave you to your day.
Thank you.
And he sort of bows and essentially just returns to the garden. Probably looking at the bracelet with a bit more fondness than he had before. Not to say I ever looked at it unfondly, of course.
Sure.
Sophia, I guess after that. Oh, I think it would be good. Sophia's gonna go out. And she's gonna go get. Is there like
Yes.
Okay, thanks. She goes to okay, then she goes to like and this is gonna sound so stupid.
Okay.
She goes to like an ethnic food market.
That's not stupid.
I'm listening. Go on.
Where she can find like non like typical human foods, like foods of like other races.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
She's gonna look for like she, just I'm sorry, I'm making myself laugh with my stupid plans. She's gonna look for like candied grasshoppers.
Okay.
Okay.
And she's gonna buy like a big bag of them.
The person that sells them to you is is a snow owl kenku with a very bedazzled vest who looks up at you, smiling.
Oh. Thank you very much.
He opens his little snow owl beak and speaks. Thank you very much.
How much money do I have to spend on this, Michael?
How big of a bag of candied grasshoppers do you want?
How, like, 2 pounds of candied grasshoppers.
That's
Okay.
a lot.
Holy crap.
It still basically lasts forever,
Mm-hmm.
or at least until their trip ends.
Yeah.
For 2 pounds of candied grasshoppers at the ethnic food market in Mithorn, you're probably only gonna have to pay like 5 silver.
Damn.
Okay. I give him 5 silver. I give him 6 silver actually. I give him a tip.
He nods and accepts the tip. He wishes you well. And as you're walking in with a 2-pound bag of candied grasshoppers, I think because I think if it's like an ethnic foods market, it's like one of those. It's like a smaller like open air market.
Yeah, with like stalls and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, since I'm here, I don't think. Oh, I guess like, what race is common? And am I gonna make about tieflings? Uh, do they like cinnamon candy? Tieflings like typically.
What do tieflings as a monolith enjoy eating?
I think they're actually quite taken to cinnamon flavored things.
Okay. Yeah, then I get it. It's 8. This one's a much smaller bag, like half a pound of like.
Find some catnip and you're good.
Cinnamon. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'll get some like. Yeah, some like these are just like regular cinnamon sweets, like penny candies.
Mm-hmm.
It's like half a pound.
2 silver.
Perfect. I hand over 2 silver. And then what's the Genasi like? What would
candy?
Arrow bars.
Air Genasi.
Cotton candy, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow?
Yeah, that's probably it. I got a bag of mini marshmallows then.
Nice.
Big Toblerone.
Giant Toblerone. The size of a bow staff.
Oh no, something like really minty, right?
Ooh.
That makes sense.
York peppermint patties.
Yeah, York peppermint patties. In my weird,
All right.
In my weird fantasy racist thought process, yeah, it's something minty. So yeah, I get like a half pound of York peppermint patties too.
Same price.
Perfect.
Get Yelsi a bag of beef jerky.
Hell yeah.
No, it
has
to be really good. Otherwise, she'd judge it really hard.
The candied grasshoppers are for Yelsi. Yes. I told you, I'm being like weirdly
she
racist.
Does love bugs.
I'm being like reductive of our fantasy races. What do I want? What does Sophia want? What sweet grows underground?
Candied sweet
rock
potatoes?
candy.
Oh, like beets probably. That's
Ooh.
Rock candy.
yeah. Yeah, so Sophia gets herself like some rock candy.
There you go. Oh.
A much smaller amount. A silver's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She finishes all of this shopping. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe she should get something for Flair, since he's coming along too. What did Drow like?
Dark
Dark
chocolate.
chocolate.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Rock candy, because it's all caves.
I honestly, the grasshoppers would make sense too, because Drow worship spiders.
Bug farms. Get some fucked up mushroom candy.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was thinking for Sophia, like underground mushrooms and beets and stuff, something like that. But dark chocolate,
Candied shiitake.
she gets some dark chocolate wafers for him. Another two.
I want some dark chocolate wafers.
2 silvers worth.
Also,
Okay,
I apologize to everyone. My traumas are also Flair's traumas.
that's okay.
Yeah.
There's
Pour
Sometimes you
ourselves
gotta
into our
write what you
characters.
know.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a little bit of all of us in all of our characters. Sometimes it's a lot of it. That's okay.
Sometimes.
He's flirty and he got trust issues. That's just part of Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I get all of this. And I get back home and I put all this away in my bag of holding to make sure nobody steals it. Wait, does she have a bag of holding?
She does now, bitch.
Hell yeah.
You asked Cleo nicely. If you didn't have one before, you got one now.
I don't see one, but I think I have one. Or no, it was Yelsi and Rusa that had the bag of holding. Okay, this is just in her bag then. That's fine.
Yeah,
If
we
we
have
used to
the
take
handy
our bag of
haversack.
holding.
Yeah, it was the haversack. Yeah, so that's okay. I don't. I just put it in my bag.
I'm just saying, if Yelsi likes this snack, you're gonna have to hold on to it.
That's why.
Otherwise, it's
That's
not
also
gonna
why
last
I
the
got
trip.
2 pounds worth.
Yeah.
And I do grab like a handful of the candied grasshoppers, put it in like a little sack, and I knock on Yelsi's room.
You hear a muffled, "Come in."
Yeah, I open the door. Hello?
You hear some shuffling from above, and then Yelsi's head pops out from the hammock, and she looks down and grins at Sophia, and is just like, "Sophia."
Hello, Yelsi.
And she wordlessly, like scuba diver style, pops out from the hammock and lands in front of her.
Sophia gives Yelsi a big smile, and she hands the small sack over. I have a gift for you.
Yelsi has this very conflicted look on her face because she her hands were also under her shirt for something, and then she's like, I'm not gonna make you roll insight because Yelsi is very easy to read. Yelsi is like, damn it, I wanted to be the first one to give the gift this time.
Aw.
But then she takes it with both hands, and I imagine she smells the candied bits first.
Mm-hmm. It's probably very sweet.
These must-have gifts from Best Buy are gonna get some ooze and
And she like gives her like a look like, can I open it?
Of
Like
course. Yeah.
the tentative doggy look. Yeah, and so she opens it and she goes. She's very confused at first because it smells like candy. It smells like that thing that she doesn't have very often.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like something she's seen before.
I just figured, we don't typically have too many insects for dinner or snacks or anything like that, and you might have been craving some, so
Yelsi slow blinks. Yelsi's neat, but this is sweet. And she pops some in her mouth, and it's very crunchy and sweet, and she makes a very satisfied with one hand on her cheek.
Sophia smiles. I'm glad you
Yelsi
like it.
does look very, yeah, she looks very distracted for a brief second, and then like a child who's gotten in trouble, she's like, "Oh," and closes the bag and quickly shuffles through her shirt leotard and pulls something out and grabs Sophia's hand.
Oh.
She allows it for sure.
Yeah. And she very deftly ties something around her wrist. And since she's seen it, it's very familiar as far as material goes, but the design is a little bit different. The band is the patterns on the band are slightly different, but otherwise it's very familiar to something that she's seen already.
She looks down at it. She's got a big smile on her face. Yelsi, this is very kind of you. Thank you.
She looks very proud and pleased with herself, and she chest out, head up. Yes, Yelsi made it for you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to keep it on, and I'm going to use it.
Yelsi nods.
Do you mind if I thread a ring through it?
Yelsi tilts her head, and then she holds her hand out for said ring.
Well, it's still not 100% done, but I guess mine is okay if it's not really 100% done. I can always keep working on it. But she reaches into her bag and pulls out one of the mithril rings that she's been working on.
Yelsi nods, and I think she takes some time to measure the ring and the width of the bracelet and whatnot, and she's like, she nods her head. She says, "When you're ready, let Yelsi know."
Okay. I will.
And then she hugs her enough to pick her up and kisses her forehead, and it's very cute and sweet. And Yelsi also smells sweet because she just ate a bunch of candy. It's fine, don't worry about it.
It's a very interesting taste. I don't know if you've ever had like roasted grasshoppers or anything like that before. But it's in this case it would be like a sweet crunch and then like a sort of smooth and nutty flavor afterwards.
Ooh. Yelsi is enjoying the snacks, don't worry.
Hell yeah.
She will hide it from Doug.
Very good.
Can't believe it.
Well, Doug might say something totally absurd, like you shouldn't eat too much sweets, which is crazy.
Yeah, why would he say that?
It's not sweet, it's protein.
Yeah, exactly.
She sort of just like enjoys the look of happiness on Yelsey's face, and then she remembers. She's like, "Oh, Blair told me about the little hiccup that he had explaining some things to you."
Yelsey, just still very leisurely chewing and munching, and is just like tilts her head to let her continue.
He hasn't really dealt with people like Yelsey before, because you're very honest, Yelsey. And he's had a lot of people in his life who haven't been honest with him. So when you gave him a gift to let him know that you were part of his family, he thought you wanted something from him.
Yelsey only looks more confused.
I know you don't want anything. It's just to show us that we're your family and that we have something of yours always on us. I get it. But he's never met anybody like Yelsey before.
Well, there's no one like Yelsey.
I fully agree. Yelsey is Yelsey.
Mm-hmm.
So he might have said some things or implied some things that he didn't mean to, because he was confused.
Yelsey does not know where this conversation is going and is very confused as to where it is.
Sophia will like see that there's no understanding there, and she's like, he does not want to have sex with you, Yelsey.
Yelsey is just like Yelsey just like Yelsey slow blinks and then looks down at herself.
Oh no.
And then looks back up, and it's just like, oh.
Oh, I don't mean that he doesn't ever. I just meant that conversation you had wasn't about sex.
Yelsey is big pause for a very long time. And then she gets this very sage look on her face and she nods her head. It's just like,
fuck.
It's okay, Sophia. It's okay. I already know.
She like thinks for a second and just wonders, like, does it really matter? Is it worth the effort to explain to Yelsey?
Yelsey is thinking, yes, Sophia is so sweet to come over here and help Blair feel better about his embarrassment because he's a virgin.
And I think that she doesn't think it's worth the effort, but she is just going to clarify, he doesn't need anyone teaching him. I think he just wants to learn by himself, okay?
Oh, fucking, oh my god.
Yelsey looks like the most like, oh, poor baby look on her face. And then she pats Sophia on the side. It's just like, it's okay. Blair asked for help.
Oh no.
No, he
Oh no.
he told me afterwards he didn't need any help. He was just confused.
Oh no.
This is so
Yeltsy.
much.
Yeah, this is so much all the time. Yeltsy just like, um, I'll ask Flair.
Okay,
Okay.
ask for confirmation. But yeah, don't do anything without asking him first, I guess.
Mm.
Yeltsy nods her head.
Or she would say, don't set up any lessons without asking him first.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, Yeltsy is good teacher.
You are a very good teacher.
Oh no.
She laughs a little bit, actually. She's like, I probably could have used your help in figuring out whether or not someone was interested in me.
Oh my god.
Please ask Elsie for sex advice. Oh my god.
It's too late.
Nothing could go wrong. Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing.
Wait, did she say that out loud?
Yeah, she does.
Yeltsy nods her head and is just like, gives her a sympathetic pat. It's just like, next time you can ask Yeltsy. Yeltsy always helps.
I'll make sure to run by any of my romantic or sexual endeavors with you, Yeltsy, for your guidance.
Or go smaller.
Yeltsy looks very pleased and just nods her head and just like, yes, Yeltsy will take care of you.
Thank you, Yeltsy.
Oh dear.
Alright.
Very good.
Thank you for this unexpected but very delightful misunderstanding.
This is
Mhm.
a treasure.
Congratulations on being labeled a virgin. Congratulations on being labeled a shy virgin, excuse
Yeah.
me.
Were you talking to Sophia or Flair?
Both of them.
Yelsie's just like, I'm surrounded by virgins. Fucking hell.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man. Yeltsy, just like, I would have to wait so long to get some.
Oh.
Shy little spiderlings. What will I do?
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeltsy has to teach them so much.
listen. Sophia just misunderstood someone's sexual preference. Okay.
It's fine, don't worry.
Does Yeltsy
Yeltsy will help
understand
next time.
preferences like that?
Sometimes you say yes and sometimes you say no.
Okay, okay, fair enough. You know, that's all anybody needs to know.
Exactly.
Talking with Yossi is somehow more flustering than talking with Sen.
That's very funny.
Sin is a different flavor of talking in circles.
I wish
Yes.
this conversation would happen with Cog, but I can't imagine a situation where it would.
Sen
How
does
can
it on
we
purpose.
put Cog in the virgin crowd?
Oh my god.
I can't wait for Yeltsy to just be like, almost everyone here is a virgin. I can't believe this. These poor babies, they
These
don't know
poor
anything.
These poor inexperienced babies.
Listen,
They're
it's
never
fine.
gonna make it out there. How are they gonna find mates? How are they gonna succeed in life?
Right. Poor Yeltsy, she deals with so much.
I know. She's got so much responsibility now.
She does.
Is there any other role play that you want to do before you head off to Calistan?
Is Flair gonna try and redeem himself?
Oh,
You know what? What the hell? Why not?
Elsie, please, I'm not a virgin, okay? Don't misunderstand. My pride.
Could a virgin do this? Tears off his pants. It's those pants that you can tear away.
right.
Fucking God.
He has at least one tearaway suit of each sort of fabric.
Very
God.
good.
Or go smaller. These must from Best Buy are gonna get
I think
some Oz this holiday
I think that night Flair
second generation
approaches Yelsie's
in a small package.
place once more.
To the beach.
Knocks on the door like,
Waterproof and floats. J-Buds mini earbuds are the smallest.
You knock on Yelsie's door and Doug answers.
Oh.
All your sizes, but especially small.
Doctor,
And
Flair?
fourth generation 2-tuner DVR.
is Yelsie in?
Pause and record TV.
Yossi, are you in?
Look next to your TV antenna.
Yelsey is not in the hammock and is under a pile of pillows and blankets on the bed.
Small gift.
Very good.
She's probably in the blanket mound. Just
Okay.
come in. It's less of a hassle.
Alright. You see, Flair just sort of nods. Oh dear. Whose
What's
feedback
going
is
on?
that?
Yeah, I keep hearing that too.
Bab, it's you.
Oh,
Oh,
Can't believe you're a robot.
they lied to us.
I guess Flair doesn't really care if Doug is there or not. Hey, Elsie.
You see a hand slowly reveal itself from the blanket mound.
I see you're quite cozy for the night. I think, so I talked with Sophia, and I've come to realize that, if I need to set the record straight, I need to do it, myself. I am a very old. Well, I'm not very old by elf standards. I'm only like 300, but I am not a virgin. I've had plenty of sexual partners. It is just I'm unused to how straightforward you are. I'm not saying that you and I can't be an option in the future. I was just unused to being given a gift without any strings attached per se.
Yelsey has by this point removed some of the blanket mound to like give him a very sleepy but also confused, and then like a oh poor baby, are you okay, look. And you think that if you continue, Yelsey will come over and pat your head like soothing a child. That is the look on her face.
Yelsey, what are you thinking right now?
Yelsey slides out of bed. She's only in her leotard thingy, whatever. But she comes over and she stands on her tippy toes and pats his shoulder and says, "It's okay. You're Yelsey's people now." And she
did
sees
that
Doug.
entail?
You know, Doug is right there, so she makes
Doug's
him kneel
leaning
down,
against
and
the
he's
wall
just
with
like,
his arms crossed because he's like,
Like,
oh,
"What
I
the
don't know
fuck
what
is
I'm
going
looking here."
on?"
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've missed some things. in the study.
I will
Yeah.
say Flair sat down on the edge of the bed, so she does not have to reach
Okay.
up at him.
Perfect. Yelsi will also cup her mouth to his ear and say, "It's okay if you're a virgin."
I'm not. That is what I'm directly saying.
Yelsi is the press F to doubt.
Ah! Oh dear.
Why are you giving me that look like you are somehow pressing a button to doubt what I'm saying?
You're gonna get some oohs and some ahs this holiday season, like the Bose SoundLink Flex Speaker second generation. Big stuff
There.
in a small package.
She pats his chest,
To the beach.
very like sympathetically, and it's just like, it's okay.
Earbuds are the smallest earbuds on the market.
It's okay not to be confident.
Never lose them. They're perfect for all your sizes.
I think
but especially small.
there's a fire in his eyes. Like,
Fourth generation 2
someone's calling me not confident,
for free. The tablet connects to your TV antenna
but
from your Wi-Fi.
wants to keep a sense of propriety.
50 plus hours of recording time, so you'll never miss your favorite show. Small gifts.
I was wishing he had some popcorn. This is good entertainment.
This is so funny.
He's
I'm
doing his
sure
best
Doug
to keep a
has,
straight
like,
face.
Yeah, I'm sure Doug has figured out Flair's personality for the most part. So
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
Flair get the runaround because of Yelsi.
Yeah.
Really funny.
I think
He does.
I think despite the burning urge to prove someone wrong, Claire just simply hugs Yossi. Thank you for the present. It was very kind.
And Yelsi smiles and hugs him back and rubs her head against him and says, "Don't worry. Yelsi gives presents because Yelsi wants to give. That's why it's giving, not trading."
I suppose you're right.
Yelsi pats him on the back and helps him get up and gives him a very friendly pat on the butt and says, "It's okay, we work on your confidence." And walks him to the door. Does he let himself be walked to the door?
He thinks for a moment. So, like, Yossi's like walking, but she's walking in place, which I'm sure she's not used to because she's like stronger than a lot of people in the group.
Yeah. Yelsi's just like, there's not very much traction under my feet. Weird.
Claire looks at Doug. Claire looks at Yossi.
Doug raises his eyebrows. What do you want me to do?
Listen, I'm just saying, if you're gonna have a hot threesome, there are 6 arms.
Oh my god.
So true, bestie.
Exactly.
I think Claire picks Yossi up. Brings her real close, looks into her eyes, and then kisses her nose, and then lets himself be walked.
Yelsi looks like a very undignified cat. But she still is responsible and walks him to the door. But she doesn't want to make his confidence go down.
Aw.
Claire smacks Yossi on the ass and leaves.
Yelsi does yelp and then like both hands on her ass and just like slow blinks.
he winks at her and leaves.
Gotta
Yossi,
show
you're gonna have to be
dominance.
careful with that one.
Yelsi rubbing her butt because ow. Because I imagine Flair's hands are very big.
Yep.
That's like literally like practically both cheeks. That's very mean of you. How dare? How dare you flirt? Oh, actually, you know what? You know what? You know what? Yossi looks like confused, offended, and then she looks very proud because he's making his first confident steps. And so she nods and then closes the door.
Wow.
Yossi understands this completely.
Absolutely no misunderstandings.
Flair then goes to find Cog.
All right. To show his dominance.
Knocks on his door.
Ah, hello.
Do you have any plans for the night?
So funny.
Inside. I got a natural 1
Yep, you
for
did.
insight. Well, I was thinking about studying these
Perfect! You can study something else. And he comes into the room, takes him by the hand.
Oh! Right. What brings this on? Not that I'm opposed at all.
Just hush.
Right. You know how difficult that is for me.
Wow.
Wow.
It's okay. I know the soundproof enchantments.
Whoa.
The spell is called Silence, Michael.
Spell is called silence.
Silence only lasts for like 10 minutes.
Oh.
True.
Whoa. That's right. You gotta.
I'm sure Flair's
gotta
got a
be
lot of spell
prepared.
slots. It's fine.
Oh my fucking god.
There's at least one person in this house that knows the Flair is not a virgin.
Maybe.
Yelsi.
Maybe.
He's nobody else. He's still of the mind. But
Listen, the first time Yelsi catches Flair having sex or like has the very obvious evidence of it, Yelsi's gonna give him a thumbs up and be like, "I'm so proud of you."
Good job, buddy. Oh my god.
I will say, when you said hot threesome, I was just like, don't. Flair's like, don't tempt me.
Oh, dude. Oh boy.
I just don't know. I don't know if Doug swings that way. Flair does.
Doug swings anyway.
Doug's
Doug
too
would
tired
prefer
for
not to
sex.
swing, but it is possible.
Yeah, I was about to say Doug's just too tired for sex.
Yeah.
Too tired
He's a
and would rather
40-year-old man.
spend
Why
his.
would you do this to him?
Get that man
Yeah.
a coffee and hot rice pack for his back.
Yeah, and some more anatomy books.
Oh god.
Flair just
Let me
like,
fuck you against the book desk. There we go.
Yelsi, flip this page. Flair, flip that page.
Joke's on you, I'm into that shit.
but in the morning, Flair will meet you all in the courtyard.
Mhm.
Cognition shirt is buttoned up all the way.
Excellent.
Weird that you popped your collar, but
Yeah.
I suppose it's to keep the sand out?
Yes, exactly. Mhm.
Strange.
And Flair is just sort of quiet. He's a bit quiet. He as he takes out the chalk. But instead of
Oh, they fucking.
What?
I rolled a 25 insight.
Oh.
Blair looks satisfied.
I was more than anything looking at Cog, who's the one acting weird.
Well,
Wow.
yeah.
Suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
What's Sophia see with the 25, Cog?
He's done a pretty good job of hiding what's underneath his shirt collar. However, oh my god, he is limping.
You mean he's walking a little bow-legged? Yes.
Yes.
He walking funny.
He's walking funny, almost as if he were sore.
Okay.
Yelsi looks. Yelsi sees his limp, and Yelsi's just like Yelsi is in the middle of like running up to Cog, like she has something, and then sees that he's limping, and it's just like,
Oh no.
are you hurt?
Excuse me? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just left a little odd on my back. I'm quite fine. You're very sweet.
Yelsi frowns, concerned, holds one of his hands in both of hers, and pats it on the back. Are you
Yes,
sure?
positive. Thank
And,
you.
then she nods, and then and then when she pulls her hands away, there's a bracelet on his wrist.
When did you? Huh. He admires it for a second, and then smiles at her. Did you make this?
She beams at them, and it's just like, yep, Yelsi made it.
It's lovely. Thank you. I shall have to make something for you.
Yelsi's eyes like kind of sparkle, and then she remembers that sometimes some people get
Get what?
and she's learned about this yesterday.
Ow,
So-
you cut out.
Sometimes people
Oh.
get.
Sometimes people don't
Don't.
Hello?
Cow? Oh no.
She's gone.
I can't believe
Cow.
Oh, no.
Come back, cow.
Oh lord.
Alas, poor cow. I knew that
Oh,
well.
no.
I think Cal was gonna say something about making sure people understand that it's a gift and not like a trade.
Probably. Hmm. Oh,
Oh,
bye.
oh.
Oh no, Cal literally died.
He died.
Hello?
You good?
Oh,
Hello.
She's back.
listen, I ran away from Fab's house because the Wi-Fi died, and then my Wi-Fi died here, so I can't believe it.
Ah,
You can't win.
I know.
you can't-
So, did it cut off on the same place?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Yelsi had the experience of someone receiving a gift and then thinking that it was in exchange for something, and Yelsi learned that some people are like that. And so Yelsi has to clarify.
Right.
So, right. So she grabs Cog's cheeks with both hands and just like, and shakes her head and gives him a smooch on the forehead and says, "This is Yelsi's gift for you. Yelsi did it for you. It's Yelsi's giving, not
Yes.
trading."
I see. Well, thank you for the gift.
She nods very, very sagely.
Would you mind if I, in the future, were to give you a gift as well? Not a trade. Also a gift.
This gets Yelsi's eyes sparkling again, and she clears her throat and steps back a little bit and says, "Yelsi will take gifts too."
Wonderful. Then we have an accord. He's just relieved that the attention is not on him anymore. Like, on the topic of what happened last night.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Listen, Yelsi is also very smooth-skinned, shining, crops watered, is all I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
That's all I have to say. That's it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So when Flair takes out his truck, you see his circle is a lot simpler than Cleo's. Doesn't really have any of those runes. But when he finishes the circle, you see he sits in essentially the middle of it, and takes out his lute and just starts playing. And as he's playing, you see each of the notes takes on a different color, and manifests outside the circle. And he plays a few just sort of distinct notes. As I pull up this little blurb for Fab and Gabe's benefit.
Cognitive him doe eyes. Like, oh my god, he plays instruments and oh my god.
No, man, I think
I'm
I need
sunk.
to lay down.
Yeah.
Getting the vapors.
Getting the vapors. Fainting couch. Sorry, go ahead.
It's about 6 notes long. But as he plays them, he plays them at an increased pace, and the notes begin to swirl faster and faster around the circle. And you can start to see these spectral wings sort of come up and envelop the circle as he opens up his eyes, and they're flashing sort of like this pure arcane white. And he's just like, "Is everyone here?"
Yes. I think.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cognition counts heads.
Minstrel's here.
As he finishes playing the last set of 6 notes, the wings envelop everyone, and you all feel a slight tug behind your navel as you begin spinning around and around and around and around. And soon you're no longer in Cleo's Manor. You are somewhere measurably warmer. Not like it's it's like stepping into direct sunlight after being in like a deep freeze, like that soothing warmth as your body comes back up to equilibrium. And after a moment, who has not been teleported before? Well, you all have all been teleported
I
before.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone get teleport sick?
No.
Kelsey.
Yelsi does?
I don't think so. I can make a check if you want, though.
I think it's funnier to make checks.
I think
Kelsey-
because it's an entirely like new and like it's different from Cleo's, like because there's a whole bunch more turmoil.
Yeah, I think that makes Yelsi sick. And Yelsi is like clinging to Doug for a long while and then
Aw.
like slowly loses her grip and just throws up on the ground.
Oh.
I can't believe Cog
Uh,
throws up too.
When you guys
Aw.
sort of go to your knees to sort of upchuck your breakfast, you notice that your knees and your hands hit sand. As you are, and as you finish expelling the contents of your stomach,
This
you
is
look
embarrassing.
around, and you are in this sort of beautiful, picturesque sort of area. Just gonna you guys. Who wants to be the figurehead for this length of the journey?
It should probably be Mistral, right?
Yeah.
All
We're in,
right.
we're in Mistral's
Unfortunately.
homeland.
Yeah, Mistral
Uh,
was zoning out so hard. We were like snapping fingers in front of him. Mistral, hey,
What
Mistral.
the?
He's
Uh,
meditating so hard. He's got to get his credit score back up.
That's what it is.
as you look around, you're in this beautiful, picturesque oasis. Um, just surrounded by palm trees. There's a lovely lake situated amidst the center of all of this. You're on this sort of like sandy beach. And then as you sort of get up and look at your bearings, you notice that you're actually in the shadow of something. And looking around, you just see this gigantic city wall. Um, uh, all sort of built out of this sort of white sandstone. Um, it is quite the marvel of engineering, to say the least. It is quite intimidating also to those who haven't really seen anything of its like. As you just sort of take in the sights of your first time in Talcalane. You are, as Flair sort of stands up from his lute playing, he looks around and just says, "Well, we've arrived. This isn't the city proper. This is the Oasis of Dusk. But welcome to Talcalane."
Yelsi,
yeah.
hanging on to the edge of Doug's cloak, looks a little miserable and says, I don't feel very welcome.
Aw, poor thing.
That's
And
just give it a few minutes, Yelsi. Fascinating. Looking around.
Cognition's taking care of the mess.
Yeah.
And he
wouldn't happen
pours
to
some
have-
water on a hanky and puts it on Yelsi's neck.
Yeah.
Oh.
I rub Cog's back and Yelsie's back.
Oh,
Yelsi sniffles miserably.
poor thing. Has she ever thrown up in this body before? Has she ever
No.
thrown up before?
No.
Yelsie's
Oh.
never thrown up before?
No.
Yelsi's
She's
like
got
a
poison
horse. She
resistance.
can't
What would
do
make her
it.
throw up? I'm sorry? What'd you say?
Yoshi's like a horse. She can't do it. If she eats
Oh my
something, it
fucking
stays
God.
down.
That's so funny. I'm gonna pull out some more grasshoppers so Yossi can have something to wash the
Oh.
taste out of her mouth.
I don't
She
know
does-
if you should give her more food until it passes.
She looks like a kicked dog, but she gratefully takes every single grasshopper that's fed to her.
Mhm.
Oh.
Just a couple.
It's just going to come back up.
She'll be fine. It was the act itself that had her like this. She'll be fine now.
And then Flair just sort of at that is like, well, that's not the last thing that'll have her on her knees.
She looks startled at Flair. Like, how could
Sophia
you?
looks confused.
Doug gives Flair a withering look.
Flair's just smugly like sitting. I said what I said.
Yelsi is still recovering from the emotional damage of throwing up. I think
Can't believe you
it's
let
more
your food
of like
escape.
yeah, I think it's like at first it's the miserable feeling of like what is this nauseous feeling? I hate it. Why would anyone feel like this? This is awful. And then it's my food. I ate that.
It's gone now.
I didn't say it could do that.
I didn't say it could leave.
She really is like a dog. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But then Flair just sort of looks around and is just like, something's wrong.
Hmm?
Usually there's some people here to at least greet us, but it's far too quiet. Like, you can hear the slight din of the city within, but you do notice there's like no guards like in the area. Huh. I
Perhaps
don't know
they-
if that is a good omen or a bad one.
Perhaps they're on lunch break.
All the gods at once?
I don't know how these things work.
We
Yelsi looks
should.
very confused.
This mystery will not be solved by not moving, so we should
Well, I was
cautiously
not
proceed.
I was not moving for Yelsi's benefit.
Are you feeling better, dear?
Why would you break lunch?
Oh dear.
Well, we already braked fast, so we had to figure out how to break lunch, Elsie.
Huh.
long without
You've already been given more food. We can get you a snack on the way. Like a bit of a pat on the back and awkwardly.
What is this miserable kicked dog? Someone please take this
Yeah.
away.
Cognition
Yes.
also suffered a similar fate, and Cognition is fine.
See, I'm fine. He pulls out a couple of mint leaves and chews on one and offers one to Yelsi.
He takes it straight from his hand and just chews on it, and she sniffles, and she finally stands up straight. And then she holds Flair's hand and is like, Yelsi can walk. Let's go.
One day. And he begins guiding them up towards the gigantic sandstone city wall towards one of the smaller entryways. True to what he said, there's no guards there at the moment. And he just sort of has a perturbed look but enters the city anyways, with all of them.
Mhm.
The pathway is cobbled sandstone as well, uh, and the path itself is I'd say a good 50 feet within the wall. Before you exit the other side, and you can soon gaze upon the bustling streets of just there's just notably a lack of guards. Like the city is not quiet. Um, but you see the bustling streets, the silk banisters sort of decorating different stalls, merchants sort of bartering, shouting and barking their wares. Um, as Fleur just takes in a deep breath of the the salt air that's coming from the dock district all the way up here. And he just says, "Oh, welcome to the Jewel of the Desert, friends. Uh, let's see, if I had a comparison picture, I would say, what is that town? It's a good coastal town. I forget what it was. Anyways, very picturesque city. I'll find a suitable comparison later. Um, Lots of spires of. It takes a lot of Arabic inspiration into account.
Hmm.
Uh, it's like the holy city from the Prince of Persia.
Oh yeah, okay.
What is Yossi seeking?
Food.
Uh, following. Uh, I think Yossi's actually overstimulated by the amount of scents that she smells. They're all good scents, but they're all sort of tangling up her nose, and she doesn't know which is coming from where.
She looks very upset because everything smells good, but it's from everywhere.
Hmm.
The I think Flair can kind of feel the grip on his hand tighten a little bit with the I guess the smell becoming more fragrant. Um, but Yelsi has to watch her people because she can't leave them behind. So she does look like a dog about to run, though.
Oh.
Flair grips her hand. Hey, what's wrong?
She makes a very obviously like smelling the air motion. Like she's even standing on her tippy toes to try and get a better smell.
Mm,
Something smells good.
mm, indeed. Do you want spicy good? Do you want sweet good? Do you just want savory good?
Yelsi wants meat.
meat. Okay. Have you ever had kebab, Yelsey?
Yelsey nods.
All right, I'm gonna take you to a kebab place. Come on, guys. And he takes her by the hand and just sort of quickly weaves their way. Yelsey, you might want to hold on to someone else's hand too, so they don't get lost.
Mm.
Yelsey looks like she's gotten an epiphany, and she's like, "Oh, you're right. You learn so fast, Flair." And grabs whoever's hand is in the closest vicinity.
Let's say
It's
Cog.
probably. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Have it be Cog.
Either way, and Cog will grab whoever else's hand. Let's just make a chain.
Everyone's just like,
Doug,
what a
he
bunch of
makes a face at
weirdos.
this, like, why?
We can all hold hands if you want.
All the people who are just like, what the fuck
Sophia
are these
holds Doug's other
weirdos?
hand, and he's just like, why are we doing this? I'm trapped now.
So we don't get lost.
Doug
It's so
looks
unofficial.
very
We're taking up the entire pathway.
Yelsey nods her head in satisfaction and then turns around because no one will get lost now.
Nope.
And Flair weaves his way through the common area to the mercantile district where the smells are getting stronger, and soon he looks down at Yelsey and smiles. Also to note, Flair has on sunglasses at this point because it is very sunny and bright. But he takes the group to this open air market and sits them down on a patio as he takes Yelsey up to a stall with just this huge kebab that's just sort of like rotating.
Mm.
Yes, we love Mediterranean.
Yar.
Manning this stall is a strange looking figure. He looks partially human, but he has sort of like these sandy fox ears. As he looks between he looks up at Yelsey and speaks in a language I don't think Yelsey understands. Does Yelsey speak Sylvan?
Yes.
Oh, then she does understand him. She asks. He asks. If she likes what she smells.
Yeah. I think Yelsey would probably, just because she can probably smell all the herbs that go into it, and she gives him a nice sage look and just like, good choice. How do his cuts of meat look?
This looks to be like a doner that looks like it may have just finished cooking. He has plenty of like fine looking sausages. He has well cut hams and choice cuts sort of like on display other places, but I mean, they look immaculate. It looks like he knows what he's doing.
Yelsey nods her head very sagely. She gives him her approval. And then she points at everything and says she would like some.
Nice.
Claire's. Oh god, Fab.
Fab.
Yeah.
You got feedback.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine. And the man smiles and just sort of starts wrapping things as Flair looks at everyone, does this like quick head count, and says, uh, 6 shawarmas, please. Spicy garlic, extra pickles, and extra. I was almost tempted to have Gabe act for all this because it's the shawarma guy.
Oh,
What did I ask for? What are you talking about?
No, like okay, hold on. It's just a callback.
Yeah. While you are ordering the shawarmas, Yelsi is still nodding her head.
Oh, okay. I
Uh,
understand what you're saying. Never mind.
First up, we've
and looking over the cuts of meat again.
Means to spin. You get a choice of chicken shawarma or beef shawarma. And for the vegetarians, we have falafel. You can put shawarma on rice, fries, or salad, and even better.
But what GLC asking for?
Yelsi points out again and says, I want the whole ham.
Blair's like, the man's like, are you sure that is quite expensive? That is like 20
Yelsi has
gold.
money.
And then Flair sort of speaks up. GLC, it's your first time in the city. I'll cover this.
Yelsi looks aghast as she looks up at him and she's like, but Yelsi wants to.
It's
Yelsi.
my present to you. When he winks at her.
Yelsi looks very conflicted and then
Mhm.
her lips wibble and she squints. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And he turns back to the man. All right, Kalef, you heard her. She wants the whole ham. And he's the sand fox looks up at Flair, just like squints his head. He's like, all right, and starts wrapping up the whole ham. Anything else?
And
Chelsea?
this is all in Sylvan, right?
Huh? Yes.
This is all in Sylvan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we lose Cal?
Yes, probably. Hi.
Aw.
Hi.
Hi. Nothing. I
Hi.
was just asking if it was in Sylvan so that
Yeah.
no one else could understand. I thought it
Yeah.
was funny.
It's all in Sylvan.
Nice.
But I'm just gonna assume Yelsi wants like one of everything.
Yes.
All right.
She's gotta try out the herb combinations here.
Mhm.
So Flair's going to deal with getting all the meats for Yelsi. He hands her the 6 shawarmas and tells her to go back to the group. As he gets all the packages and he'll return shortly.
Yelsi, eyes sparkling because she's gonna go take care of everyone, and she hands him her haversack.
Okay.
And then
You want it all in here.
she nods and then runs off to feed her people.
Okay.
Oh. She's the pack mother.
All right. You all are. Yelsi runs over to all of you and gives you a beef, pork, and chicken shawarma. Like all three meats mixed into one.
No, thank you, Yelsi. I
Yeah, you're giving it anyways.
yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
It
Oh.
is directly deposited into both of your hands, and if you
Okay.
deny it, Yelsi looks like a kick dog.
Oh!
Oh, thank you, Yelsi. Doug takes a few bites and then he's like, I already had a meal though before we left. And
This is
he
quite.
pockets it.
It's definitely a change from the pancakes you just had.
Finally, Cleo only has sweets. No.
How
Different
dare
flavor
you.
profile.
How dare you? But yes, we will end it there
Nice.
because it is 11:47.
Yeah.
Wow.
Woo!
I'm gonna fall asleep on some kids tomorrow.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Crush those kids.
Fuck them kids.
You're right. I'm gonna shove them into a locker.
Hell yeah.
Did I tell you I bribed them last week?
Who did you
You
bribe?
did not.
Oh my god, hold on.
I,
Before you dox yourself, I'm gonna stop the stream.